As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So Texas A&M's offense will get the first possession of the game. The Lone Star State has a ton of rivalries, but this one outshines all the rest.
Yeah, the three of us have had an opportunity to call this game in the past, and you can just feel the tradition when these two teams take the field, right, David? You got the 12th man, you got Bevo. This is special.
Yeah, thinks they're way better than the other side thinks they're way better. I'll let you decide which one thinks which, but every year, no love lost.
They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. After the run, second and medium. Off play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Dropping back, it's Wegman. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
So the Texas Longhorns offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays...
And he intercepts it! And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Oh, the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Brings up 2nd down.
This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
3rd down coming up.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They're bringing heat. He fires to the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Using his feet to buy time. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone read. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
They'll go to the air, feeling some heat. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got it. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. They're trying to get to him. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Handoff from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Here comes the crowd trying to make it tough on 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, going up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Daniels. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. They go to the ground. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The Aggies sawed varsity's horns off the last time they faced Texas.
Yes, they did, and they gave it to them. And a lot of A&M fans throwing the horns down, disrespecting Texas fans. Texas has had a little bit to think about that, Palmer.
It's helped Texas A&M on the recruiting trail this offseason. Reveille's got more pep to her step. Everybody loving it in College Station.
Texas A&M going up tempo.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line.
Lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The inside handoff. Sweet feet on the move. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
To the air, it's Wegman. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Aggies. What a grab and go for the score. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Pressure coming. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
7 yards on the play.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback is...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And this crowd is up for grabs and not much excites them like back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it as a 32. Here comes the Texas offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
The offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your...
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start...
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
To the air, it's Wegman. Just a short pass to the tight end. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, think of all the big-time players who've been a part of this game, and we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional duel between the Longhorns and the Aggies.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
This is a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Ewers. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Takes it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his man. It's Cook. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. The aerial assault continues. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns. The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Another sack by this defense. But how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
3rd and long situation.
Complete.
Screen, I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave.
Gonna let it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Harris. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Texans!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air, it's Wegman. Fires to the tight end. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And the Aggies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Coming after him. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He got it.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all the pressure, all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Showing the arm strength down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. You just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big hit.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Showing the arm strength to the left. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Stands in and takes the hit. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. At the 35, he's got room. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. They move the chains on the ground. Now another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. On the ground, it's Owen. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll give it to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It is good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
They believe they can run right here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And that ball is picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36. A 1st down for the offense. Gonna run it. It's Daniels. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just because